We got rookie numbers over on Blue Sky, guys. We got to get those numbers up there.
Yeah, welcome back to Book Plus.
There it is. Got to get those numbers up on Blue Sky, guys.
Kev, what the fuck, man? You interrupt the intro to fucking plug
rookie
social
numbers,
media.
rookie numbers over there,
Who gives
guys.
a fuck?
Oh, good. They're already arguing. Awesome. It's just like Thanksgiving.
We had an awesome members chat hang for an hour. We didn't fight once, and then the first thing he does when we come on there is, "Oh, we got to get our Blue Sky." Who gives a fuck? Welcome. Thank you for watching us on YouTube and supporting the channel, which is the whole point.
Rookie numbers.
I say get the Discord numbers up. Go join Discord and get in the conversation and hang out with us over there.
Yeah,
get in the conversation.
Discord is fun.
We need T-shirts.
Discord is fun as shit, man. I'm really
Can we
excited
do
about
a
the Discord
cheesy
stuff.
ad where the tagline is "Get in the conversation"? What plus Discord? That would be hot as shit. That would be fucking great.
It's tough when you have a bad internet connection, but it's even tougher when Kev's already hyped up to jump on it because I can't tell if he's talking over because of my connection or if he's just
well.
so
Hey,
hyped up.
Kev, why don't you tell Tim what you're going to call the show and why tonight?
Oh, 2 beers and a shot. Because I got 2 beers left and a shot of tequila.
Oh, good. Good.
So there you go. That's the kind of night it's going to be. We all know how Kev is on tequila.
And I tell you what, I got a fine brew too, the Raging Bitch, which is
I swear to God, see, I was talking to him 15 minutes ago on the member hang, and it was an entirely different situation.
Look who's in the chat tonight, the one and only. Makita's here.
Was Makita a friend of Wook Plus on the fucking?
Oh yeah,
starter pack you made?
I made a Waddy starter pack.
Well, T made a Friends of Wook Plus one apparently, and didn't include like half of the people.
I included who I knew and who kind of follows me. I don't know everybody that you guys know, so that's why I left it open. Was like,
I threw it down. They've been on the show like 7 times.
I threw it in the Discord and was like, "Hey, anybody want me to include them? Put it in here." And then on the Skeet, everyone just kind of was like, "Can I join? Can I?" So it's grown. There's like, I don't know, 50 something.
It's a good idea. I mean, it was good to do it.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, I wasn't trying to make it huge and forget people. I feel really bad. I forgot to stub me down main thread, even our main site.
Oh my God. I can't. How did that happen?
Because I had to find Skinny. And then I went to look for JW and I couldn't find his own thing and realized he was just to stub me down.
Is the Vic in it?
Is the Vic in this guy? No.
Kev, do me a
favor. Why not? Kev, that is an FU to everything that this is built on.
I don't think he's on Blue Sky.
He is.
No, he's hardcore into Twitter.
Yeah, he's a Twitter guy.
No, but he's on Blue Sky. He is.
He is, and that's like his memo.
He was the original. He was the original.
Yeah, he was the original. I tried to put the Wodies in there first, and other close friends of the channel like Matt and Katie and our old school
folk.
Oh,
Skoy was right.
How
did that guy end up getting to fucking be Wody? What happened there?
Young Ryan. I'm sure. I forgot. I had a feeling. I put Osiris and Megan. I forgot. I didn't put RJ. I should put RJ on there.
Young Ryan has his name thanks to this show. You cannot deny the man that.
He leaving out Young Ryan is the funniest shit ever.
I did that for Tim. Okay, I thought I saw him and I was like, Tim would probably be more mad at me if I put him in than Young Ryan.
I love
would be
Ryan.
Mad if I
He's
forgot him.
fine.
I would like you to put Greg in too. Disco Biscuits Greg. I love that guy.
He's
I got to meet him in Mondegreen.
Oh yes. And also Greg Knight. I don't even know if he's on.
Well,
I don't
Greg
know if he's
Knight,
on
but
there
yeah,
either.
but I think it's Greg Serafan. He's a lawyer in New York.
I thought I put him
That guy
on
is
there.
great.
I thought I put
Cool.
Serafan on there.
I love
I don't
him. He's a good guy.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And
really
if you want in
doesn't
there, just add your name to the list, and I'll put you on there. It's no big deal. Everyone gets in.
It's
that's right. We don't even need a starter pack. All you got to do is hop on the fucking love
That's
train.
it. Everybody gets in.
Plus.
I'll put you
Well, no,
on.
what you should hop on, and what I was trying to say was the Discord, because tonight after Wooksgiving, we're gonna watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which maybe I haven't watched it. We've been watching Christmas movies and Thanksgiving movies and like holiday movies for the whole month already, and I've been wanting to watch it so bad, but I knew we were doing this as a group, so I've held. I mean, I've seen it like probably a billion times, so it doesn't really. But I haven't seen it this year. I've been waiting, and I can't wait.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Can't wait.
It's going to be huge. It's
going to be huge.
I
really do.
Join the Discord.
Like
the link is in the description.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So did you guys see that the article was dropped today of an interview from CBS? I guess it's coming out Sunday, of Bobby and Kreutzmann saying that Phil was going to come back and they were going to do the 60th that we were speculating about in September. After the Kennedy Center, all of a sudden they're going to get back together. It's almost like it happened, but now Bobby was basically like, well, with the three of us, it's dead and company. You know, what do we do, you know?
What do they do? They play Dead & Co., I guess, right?
Well, no, I tell you what they do. If you really want to go hardcore, the three of them tour together, 2 drummers and a guitar.
It's like the worst version of the Dead.
I mean, it sucks too. Like it sucks that they waited to do it anyway for that, and that they didn't. It sounded like they hadn't. I mean, I'm sure they've talked and communicated.
Well, it sounded like some bridges were mended.
Mending, yeah, and like needed to be mended.
Yes, mending. Yes, good for
and
you.
needed to be
It's easy
mended.
to say now, though. Like, who knows how much sugarcoating and hindsight, you know, like.
Right.
People do that shit all the time. Except for TT doesn't do that. Bill Walton dies. So he's like, fuck that guy. He's like, I don't care. There's no mending.
I hold a grudge.
I've seen Jill's name pop up about all this. And I just want to say that Jill, yes, was the face of Phil Lesh Incorporated, but anything she did, Phil was like, yes, I'm behind this. Let's do this.
Yeah, but that doesn't diminish the influence that she had, obviously.
No, I'm not diminishing anything, but I'm saying don't give her a bunch of shit because Phil was like, yeah, I need someone to be my public face.
Yeah, I don't know. I say if you want to give her shit, give her shit. It's the same thing with Yoko. I feel like, were you the one defending her? Somebody was like, oh,
you see, I nailed another one today, another John and Yoko. I'm just crushing
that
them.
one I actually did. I did actually see that. I hate that I saw that. I hate that that's our conversation, but I did see it. It was pretty funny.
It's funny. Go to Blue Sky. Check it out.
Kev, you are out of control. You are out of control. We got to put you in rehab and get your fucking social media.
It's crazy. The shift from Twitter to Blue Sky has been like epic for Kev. Like from I'm never leaving. Fuck Blue Sky.
Joel?
Twitter's my thing. To now like Twitter's dead. I am only skeeting.
I want to talk about Soulshine, Todd. I would way rather talk about Soulshine than talk about fucking.
Well, let me ask you this though. Let me close out the Dead and Company thing.
right.
or the reunion. If they do tour next year, do you just call it Dead and Company, and do you bring in the same players, or do you try to do something
I
different?
literally asked that question like 5 minutes ago, but it's
I
much
don't
better
think-
when you pose it.
I don't think they tour, Kev. I think I think regardless of what it was going to be was a Kennedy Center, like they play for that, then maybe they do a show or two off of that. But I don't think there's any kind of tour or anything that was going to happen anyway
Right,
and will
5
happen
shows
after it.
max, coast
Yeah,
to
at
coast,
the
or
absolute
Chicago
max.
again, right?
At the absolute max. And I can't even I would see like one at Kennedy Center and then maybe one or two, I don't know, something else, but I can't even see.
I don't think they play at the Kennedy Center. I think they're
Yeah,
sitting up like Led Zeppelin did and watch his heart.
and they sit and watch people do everything and talk about it and shit. So
They
yeah,
have Sturgill Simpson come out with Susan and do Sugary or something,
and just rip a fucking.
There was your transition. There was your
Writer.
transition, Tim.
Oh, I stopped paying attention. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Did you watch any of Soulshine? I didn't realize Dave did a residency. Oh, they call it a residency, but a few shows leading up into it, and
he gave
had
up one of
Warren
his
Sinnen
shows.
with him.
Yeah, he gave up one of his shows to do this.
He's a good guy. That Dave.
He's a good guy. I really enjoyed his set. Let me dive in with his set first. I've never really been a Dave Matthews guy. A poster of his on a Porta-John pissed me off in 1993, and I never listened to him. But going through the set and having the guests come out was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't probably spend $100 to go see him, but it was fun.
He is a really good performer, and his band are all phenomenal musicians. That's the thing, though. That's exactly what it's going to get to. I've seen the couple times I've seen him, he couldn't stand up. He was so fucked up. Like, he is, I mean, I don't know if he does drugs or anything, but alcohol, like, there was a problem. Like legit tried to like banter with the crowd, started like slurring and like fell away from the mic, and it was like, fuck it. And then, but ironically, played beautifully and sang. You could sing, but like just couldn't talk, could barely stand up, but still managed to get the music out. But no, the Soulshine thing looked pretty fucking great. The craziest shit that came from it, though. Did you guys see Goose dancing on stage?
Yeah.
What the fuck was going on with that? That was the craziest thing I'd ever seen.
Wearing red is a choice. Wearing all red is a choice.
Santa wears all red.
Fucking mustache guy wore all red.
Peter?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's in like a whole
your
red
buddy,
outfit.
the one you love. Isn't he your favorite Goose guy?
No, Cotter's my favorite Goose guy.
Cotter looked like Levon, like helmed, like
I tell you what I love. I love that that Rick got the chance to play with Dave. He came out and played with Rick's band, and he's been a Dave Matthews fan. He said that was his gateway to this whole scene. And you can hear a lot of that in what he does.
You can tell that was his gateway.
Yes. And I've always said that eventually Rick will be the next Dave Matthews when Dave Matthews stops. There's going to be a huge stadium tour, and it won't necessarily be Goose, but it'll be the Rick band with all these Goose songs, and then whatever he does 5-10 years from now, because I don't know if I buy that.
Dave, by the time Dave was at Rick's point, he was already a chart topper. Like he was already in the mainstream. He was like Goose is doing.
You're absolutely right. But we've gone.
Dave was out of the scene. Like he had a whole other thing, right? He had fucking.
Yeah, but we've had the decentralization of the
right. That's what I mean.
Apparatus.
I don't think there is going to be another situation like that.
I thought one of the big highlights of the night was not just in the show itself, but watching everybody on Twitter Blue Sky now comment about Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats and how
I love that guy.
Who are these guys and what are these guys? And the fact that like so many people didn't know who they are is astounding to me. They are
that's insane.
So good. Like they're so good and they're so much fun.
a lot of people knock him, but they don't get that he's a soul shouter and he does 5-minute songs. And yes, every time you see him, you're going to see 10 of the same 12 songs that you saw
Yeah,
the
but that's
last
like
time
every
because that's what he does.
artist.
And that's he's great at what he
Yeah.
does, though. He's
And
great at
Mavis-
doing that.
Mavis on Friendship, oh my God, that was like just next level because Mavis didn't even show up for the wait. She's like, I sang with Trey before. I'm singing with Nathan tonight.
Yeah, it was like that whole thing was it was phenomenal. Like it was so good, and it was really fun to see people discover, which is, like I always say about going to festivals, part of the fun of going to festivals, like discovering new bands and like new music that
Right.
you like.
Yeah.
And I think that was a really cool thing for a lot of people to get to discover.
Better
Yeah, I agree.
Almonds cover, the Whipping Post or the Melissa?
Oh, specifically these versions from Soul
Yeah.
Shower?
These versions, yeah.
I don't know. Probably.
I don't know.
I
Probably
think
the
the Melissa
Melissa.
with the acoustic was just simply just so beautiful.
Yeah.
The Whipping Post was good, but you knew it was coming. I guess is ultimately for me where the tiebreaker is.
Yeah.
They should have just busted into a 45-minute mountain jam and like let it and just done that with everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
But
All
yeah,
right, what about
part
Trey
of,
on Trey coming out, not announced, did Waste, and then did what was the Let Me Lie? He broke out the I'm Back solo.
I do love the Trey Dave relationship because I am a Dave fan. Like I love Dave from back in the day and him playing
baby.
when he opened for the Dead and all that. So I do have I have love for Dave, and so seeing the bromance that he and Trey still have and the friendship that they still have, I love that. And it's so funny that the community, so many people give Dave so much shit and hate on him for things, but Trey loves him, and I think it's awesome. I think that's so cool that they've been friends for that long and that they can like hang out and
do it.
Play each other's songs and respect each other. And that look, Carter. I mean, I'm a huge Carter fan. That's one of the reasons why I love Dave so much.
All the horns,
he's the best part of Dave Matthews.
He's a phenomenal. Like he just
they had Trombone Shorty come out and
he's
the guy from Warren's band, the sax player Eubanks, maybe is his name.
But I mean, it was cool seeing like Trey play with Carter as his drummer. You know what I mean? Like that was really cool, I thought. So
Carter is probably next to Fishman my favorite drummer.
Yeah.
And I would say very easily better drummer than Fishman. I like Fishman better. Like I like their music, but there are not many drummers, I think, in the pop world. Like I get it. People always say this shit like, oh, this jazz drummer that you've never, this obscure jazz drummer that only plays
I never heard
in
of him.
Shanghai. Yeah, whatever. But like of like the mainstream drummers that are living, I can't think of anyone that would would beat Carter out.
I agree.
No. What about the Angel from Montgomery with Susan and Dave? And I thought that was one of the most touching moments because that song is just iconic. That John Prine did it. That what's her name? Bonnie Raitt did it. Famous version. Susan owns it. Susan owns Life Beyond a Dream. Let me just tell you that this should no longer play Life Beyond a Dream. That Susan owns that song, but that's a whole nother story. But I thought that was so simply fantastic. And there was even a goof up a little bit between their vocal cues on it. And they smiled and laughed and just rolled with it. And I was like, that's the magic moment you look for.
Right. Totally.
Yeah, I love Susan. I don't know, man. I think she's probably.
Can I tell my Susan
solo
story?
artist? I don't know, Kev. You're gonna say it fucking anyway. So why not? Wait, I have an idea. Why don't you wait for us to talk about something else and then start talking over us? Interrupt with your Susan story.
All right, I'm not telling it then.
No, tell us your Susan story. I want to hear your Susan story.
So.
This one time I saw Dave and Trey play at Radio.
No, it was Derek Truck's band playing at the Ram's Head in Annapolis, which is all seats and tables.
I'm going there tomorrow.
Service, right?
Yeah.
And we bought tickets the minute they went on sale for Derek Trucks because he was my boy. Anytime he came to town, I was front row. I was real rider, dude. And so we get this table in the front, and there's one empty seat. And they come up before the show starts, the server, and is like, we're going to comp you a round of drinks if you don't mind us giving the other seat away to somebody. And it was Susan, who was dating Derek at the time. And we're sitting there and waiting for them to come on. And I'm like, can I buy you a drink? And my buddy kicks me under the table and then leans in. He's like, that's fucking Derek's girlfriend, man. What the fuck are you doing?
The funny part is, knowing you and never having heard this story before, is that you were planning on giving her the free drink that they comped.
And claiming that he bought it for her.
And claiming
Oh,
that he
would you
bought
like
it
gin and
for her.
tonic? Here's a gin and
Yeah.
tonic.
Totally. Yes, exactly. That's a Kevin move.
So
Got
that
comped
was
the drink and
my
then give
brush,
it to
my
Susan.
brush with fame. And I was not trying to dick my man Derek over. I just was like, attractive lady. They sat her down at our table. It didn't even dawn on me that she had enough juice that they're like, we'll buy you a round of drinks if you don't mind.
She just thought it was a random woman.
I'm like, whatever, bring them on, round of drinks.
This is funny.
Keep them coming.
Oh God, help us.
Oh yeah. Was there anything else about Soulshine? Oh fuck, my mouse is all fucked up.
I don't know. Was there anything else about Soulshine?
How much money did they raise? I didn't even end up seeing. Did they hit their numbers? Did they hit the YouTube numbers? I wasn't even really paying attention to even know.
But does that like take out the Asheville thing he normally does for Habitat for Humanity? Is he still going to do that with all the shit that happened there?
Probably, yeah.
I would think, but who knows?
They need it more than ever. Why would he stop doing it?
I feel like the benefit shows
Well,
these
because
days
the building doesn't exist. I don't know.
What do you mean?
It's in Asheville where they had the flood. Is where.
Oh, I don't know if
always
he'll
does
do it. Yeah, I don't know if he'll do it there, but like he'll still do the fucking benefits.
That's
for
what I'm
it.
saying. He always does it in Asheville because that's where Habitat for Humanity started. And during the show, they showed a video clip. Can we talk about the broadcast for a second? My
What
God, it was horrible. It was like the worst broadcast ever for that. And everyone's like, oh, it's free. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't want like the vocals 10 minutes later, like their mouths moving, you know?
That's like Wook Plus, man.
Yeah.
When,
you know.
I'm
when the night
surprised our
before
connection
Thanksgiving-
actually has held on pretty good, though. Yeah,
we're looking good.
yeah, it's been. I know we should have
Looking
brought it up.
So, did anybody in the members hang get the Circle Jerks reference?
I don't think
Maybe
anybody's gonna get
if
that.
If Makita is watching, he might get it. He might remember why I bought this shirt. But
It's very. It was a
it's
very
an-
awkward situation, though. I feel like.
It was no, it really wasn't. Just somebody was pissed off at us and didn't know any of us, and then unfollowed all of us, or at least me.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got a frog in your pocket, like, but that's how we always got lashed in with, yours or Fam's or whoever was pissing somebody off, and then I would.
Why do you keep bringing Fam up? That's like
Because
the
T
third
and I,
time
T
you brought
and I
Fam
are
up.
very, very neutral. We're like Switzerland on so much shit. And
I'm
not even-
Switzerland. What the fuck are you
you're not
talking
Switzerland.
about?
You're like both sides pissing everybody off. You managed to piss off both sides somehow.
Switzerland. I'm
No,
pissing everyone off.
Switzerland just stays neutral and allows, whatever to happen. I think there's rarities that Tim and I have our Bill Waltons and our things that like we do have.
But generally speaking, there would be all these situations where they're like polarizing people and pissing people off, and then I get all these messages and shit. And like, just for a long time, people couldn't separate the brand and like
everything, right.
Yeah, and
right.
so it was just like, oh, we can look is fucking
Well,
angry
like
or
when-
whatever. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're even talking
When
about.
Kev was like patting through the Ardennes with getting down to the rail that night, and everybody suddenly blamed all of us and was like, "Oh, I gotta cancel Wook Plus." And we're like, "Wait a minute, hold on here a minute." Like that was one dude in a drunken
that
state.
was the before Blue Sky existed. The most followers I ever got in a single day was the day after that. I even got Wombat Matt followed me after that. He's like, I like this guy. I know this guy. He's
That was the day Kev decided to stop talking about radiators and start talking about social media.
right.
That was
I
it.
became the great Went in that moment.
That
I
was
had
the
my
man of the
shirt on
people.
that said it was the Yes logo. No, I didn't have it on. That's a lie. I had my
Alright, I wanna
Black
do
Flag
something.
shirt on that had big black furry creatures from Mars instead of the Black Flag logo.
I talked to you that night and you were fucked up. And
Oh, I was.
for
And then
me
you
to
called me
say
the
that,
next day. You called me the next day, and I'd been smoking DMT the whole night, and I
I
didn't
know.
realize I was getting high off of it. But I'd like lay there, and then I'd be like, have a whole movie in my head, and I'd be like, I should call T and let him know this
Yeah.
movie that I have in my head.
It takes a lot for me to say that somebody's fucked up because usually it's like, oh, they're doing their thing, whatever. Right? Like,
I'd been
I
out
don't think you
18
guys were
months.
fucked up at Mondegreen,
It had
and
been
let's be
18
honest, you were
months.
pretty fucked up.
I was wasted.
And then the
It had been
next
forever.
day, you made it worse. You doubled down. You were just like, fuck it. And that's
I
where you made
did.
the mistake.
So I read a tweet, and I was like, "Oh, you Wilson, or whatever." I mentioned Wilson and I mentioned
fine.
Rail Riders in one tweet, and that's what blew up. Though all of a sudden, people are like, "Oh, this guy's for real. He's speaking for us." When we were at Dick's not long after that,
How it
this
all
guy
began,
came up
you're
to us-
fucking goddamn Kev.
We're at Dick's. This guy comes
he thinks
up
he's
and
fucking
he's
like John Wayne or something.
I had a John Wayne moment when that guy came up to me and he was like, "Dude, I love you, man. Man of the people, man. You stood up for us." And I was like, "Gee, come here." And I think he said it
Yep.
to TNT. He's like, "Yeah, man of the people." Like,
I
fucking great. That's
I liked
just what I
humble
need.
Kev.
Yep.
I liked modest Kev a little bit more, I think. I think
I'm sorry.
when it all began, the
We
legends.
still have a
No,
half
it's fine,
hour.
man. Be you.
We have over a
Right.
second half. I'll be modest, Kevin, the second half. It's like St. Kevin and the Great Went. They fight for each other sometimes.
Oh, it's fine. Well, this is what I want to do. And I want to, well, first, I want to bring the pace down a second because I
Are
feel
we
like I'm
gonna
going to have a
tear something? Can
Kev,
we get the tear
Kev.
something?
Let's just slow it down for a minute. You could go back to that energy in a minute. I'm gonna have a heart attack if we don't just chill for a second. It's the day before Thanksgiving. It's Wooksgiving, and in a very cliche, but in a also therapeutic way, I think we should go do the shit we're grateful for kind of thing. And I know this is like somebody mentioned in the Discord, and like my first reaction was like, oh, that's such a cliche thing. But I was like, you know what? I need to spend a moment and just appreciate the blessings because we tend to focus so much on all the shit that's going wrong and bad and all the fucking nonsense. And I think it'd be cool to just take a minute and be grateful.
More sweet potatoes.
Is that what you're grateful for? Sweet potatoes?
I am all about it. My kid's gonna make it, and she said no to marshmallows, and I'm like, good for you. Go savory on the sweet potatoes. Really, I think it's a groundbreaker for Thanksgiving.
A groundbreaker.
I want to bring
What does that
grits
mean?
into Thanksgiving. Can we bring grits into the Thanksgiving conversation, please?
Wait.
big tray
what
of
does
grits.
groundbreaker mean in that context?
What do you mean?
I don't
It
think that's
means
right.
that everybody expects sweet potatoes to be baked with brown sugar and then topped with marshmallows and baked, which is sickly sweet. And you eat like one bite and you just are like,
Right, but is that the right use of that to call something a groundbreaker?
What it's
Like
just
it's groundbreaking?
No,
I
it's a
got it.
groundbreaker because it's breaking new ground. It's an active thing. We're talking about like being a vanguard here. Remember we talked about being a vanguard earlier? This is on the vanguard. Some like maybe some nice curry on it. Some like red curry spice when you bake them.
What are
Boom.
we talking about?
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. What about you, Kev or T?
What about you? Marshmallows
great.
or not?
I'll say I'm grateful that you either purposefully or inadvertently left young Ryan off of the starter pack and gave me that belly laugh before because I didn't expect that. I didn't know that happened, and I didn't know he caught wind of it, but it kind of tickled me.
I didn't know he
that was
got wind
funny.
of it either. I guess it's a small community still. I didn't. Whatever. Sorry.
He's a
Yeah.
groundbreaker. He's a groundbreaker. Man.
Exactly. He is a groundbreaker. He is a groundbreaker. Yeah. I don't know. I'm thankful for this. For this, like for you guys, like Matt Bush posted a thing last night about hanging out with Lowe, and it got me thinking. I was like, wow, two of my favorite people that I've been so fortunate to get to know and hang out with because of this. Like it's amazing, and the community and the things, it's so cool, and having those guys in our lives now. Like, I mean, if you would have told me in like 94, 95, even 93 that I'd be hanging out like with Lo Faber and when I was 50 and like know him and have interviewing him and hanging out with Matt Bush, talking Grateful Dead and Bobby, I would have been like, what? Are you kidding me? And it's all because of you guys, it's all
So,
because of what we started. And so like I'm eternally grateful for this and our little community and going on the Discord and meeting, growing that
And Paul Freeman, who just became a
on
member.
some,
Welcome.
welcome
on
to
some
the
weird
scene.
level,
Yeah. And
on some
like
weird
when we
level,
finally hang out at Dick's
Don't
and
give
we
up,
go to,
T. Don't let him
I
interrupt
know,
you. Just
and when
keep
we go to
going.
like Mondegreen this year,
Stay
like it
strong.
was so cool to like
That
hang
was
out with
special.
you guys
on,
and not my normal crew.
on some weird level, we need to be thankful for COVID, probably.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, what we did during COVID, I think, we
We
say it all the
embraced it.
time.
We all were like,
No.
let's do this.
Hell
I
yeah,
think-
Chad. But we started this and we're off the ground before COVID happened.
Yeah,
I
but
think
once
too,
COVID happened in the lot, this wouldn't exist. We wouldn't be sitting here, the three of us, if the lot and dinner and a movie never happened. And
It's
the
true.
brilliance of Chad, shout out to Chad, love the guy with all my heart, who said, why don't we just go live with our Zoom meetings about Wook Plus?
Yeah.
I think it was also, coming up with the idea for the lot that was like, let's do a pre-show about before dinner and movie. That was the big step, but
Yeah.
that was huge. And I think the two, like for better or for worse, us and Goose really came out of COVID on top. Like they dominated COVID and we really did our thing. So
Dominated.
that was pretty
Dominated.
funny. Dominated.
With a bullet, man, with a
Dominated.
bullet coming out.
I'm grateful.
Do we have anything
that...
we can watch?
God damn it,
we don't have
Ken.
the Thanksgiving thing.
I'm grateful that you got. He doesn't even know that he's out. He's out. He's still
You
talking.
can just mute him is the better thing. You can leave him there and just let him. Oh, oh now we're all wrong. Now we're like the three shells. Like which one are we?
No, it's just Kev. I'm not trying to be a dick, but like I was literally, we did Around the Horn. We all listened to you talk about sweet potatoes for fucking 20 minutes, and then we listened to you interrupt T when he was trying to do it, and then I tried to say I'm grateful for something, and you fucking instantly cut me off. And so now I am not grateful for anything. I am an ungrateful motherfucker, and that's just how it is. The moment has passed. We are moving on. It is fine. What did you want to say, Kev? What was the interruption? I missed it.
Oh, I still haven't muted. Hang on. Wait, Kev. There you go. Now what, Kev?
What are you grateful for?
Grateful Dead.
I am grateful that we are a resilient group, and we're gonna get behind the scenes of resilient or
no, we aren't.
Yeah. I'm gonna take this like personal for a second, but I am grateful that we are a resilient friend group, right? Like or whatever we are, whatever this is, that I say and do.
Friends at this
I
point.
swear to fucking God, just let me talk for a minute. I say and do shit sometimes that I regret and doesn't look great. You guys say and do shit that, we make mistakes, but it's not this fragile thing where we have ultimatums and shit falls apart. There's a strong foundation there where we can just go and be like, all right, fuck off. And then come back and then continue on. Because I feel like so much in life, and maybe this is me personally, but it has become so fragile, so cancelable, so just like fucking and it's nice to just have something solid where you don't have to be perfect all the time and you don't always have to agree and you can fucking fight like just viciously and then you fucking hug it out, or say what's up and kill one, and everything's good. And I feel like that's important to have in your life. You need to have these things where you have the leash, the length to fuck up and still come back, and it's okay. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Oh
And I'm
no!
grateful for fucking
Bring him
llama.
in! Bring him in! Bring him in! Let's
Yeah.
change it up. What's going
What's up?
on?
Oh,
Well, get your mic going. Your mic's not working.
Are you tipsy, Kev?
There you are.
I've been waiting.
get a
I've
haircut,
been
Llama?
waiting for you.
I did.
I've been waiting.
So did
for
I
you.
today. Nice job. Thanksgiving haircut. Good
Yes.
job. Looking sharp.
I try. What have you been waiting for me for there, Kev?
well, you got to tell us what you're grateful for,
It's
Llama.
fucking Wooksgiving. Where's
I'm
Llama?
grateful that
At least-
I'm grateful that Taper's Choice is going on tour in 2025. That's what I'm grateful for.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm grateful for you guys, right? Like holding it down while I've been busy.
Well, I'm grateful that you're back. That's gonna be fun. We're feeling good, man.
Yeah,
Kev's
good,
been
good.
interrupting a little bit, but generally, I feel like everybody's feeling good and positive. We had a good show.
Llama, what is your Thanksgiving specialty? If someone said you're coming to dinner, what would you say I'm making?
A bottle of wine.
Nice.
Like I'm bringing a bottle of wine. I'm not making it, but
I was gonna say, do you use your feet? You go all like
Yeah.
I Love Lucy on that shit, smashing grapes.
because everybody has like their own recipes and stuff. It's not even worth trying, right? It's like, yeah, I'll just bring some alcohol.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. My wife has a coworker that makes wine and bottles it, and it's like a non-labeled thing. And every year gives us a bottle, and I'm like, I can't bring myself to drink it. I don't know, man. I'm just
You've
like
never
nervous
tried
about it.
Never tried it at all.
No, I'm
Really?
nervous about that shit.
How long
Dude,
do you think
how
Kev would
many
have
do
to
you
be
have?
in jail before he makes toilet wine?
30
How many
hours.
bottles do you have? How many bottles do you have?
What are you talking about?
I don't know, man.
Oh,
We don't hold
well,
on to them. I don't know I don't know what she does. I don't know. It's
What
fine.
I was
She
going to
waits until
suggest
Wook's
is,
drunk and then gives it to him to drink, and he doesn't know.
no, the next time that Fish play the man, we'll bring all the bottles of wine and we'll do a tasting with everybody, and we'll let everyone else drink it.
There you go. There you go. What else were we gonna say? There was something else. I lost my train of thought.
Uh-oh, thought train derailed.
Train
Yeah.
is off the track.
Llama, you gonna hang out for the movie tonight?
I'm
no.
gonna
Train's
try
an
to figure it
automobile.
out on Discord, but I can't make.
All
any
you got to do is
guarantees,
click
right?
watch. Watch
Okay,
stream.
well then I'll watch. Yeah.
Yeah, super easy.
Watch the stream. Because I knew people were excited. I mean, it's palpable, the anticipation for
I'm excited. That's a great fucking movie, man.
If you were making a Thanksgiving movie, Kev, what would your theme be? Like, what would it be about?
it would be about a goose that needed to be
Okay.
cooked.
A goose that needed to be cooked. Now, is this goose running around trying not to be cooked, or is it
No,
that a
but-
group of people don't know how to cook a goose?
It's the prized goose at the county fair, and the people who should get it don't, for the evil corporation who wants to make it into sushi.
We completely jumped cuisines, but interesting premise.
You guys know Neil Simon? Not Neil Young, but Neil Simon, the playwright.
I know Neil Sedaka.
Yeah, he did.
Like Rumors,
Death
The
of
Odd
Salesman.
Couple.
Of course.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and like they were always like these like that
Mhm.
kind of like
Oh.
pace and shit. I would love to have like a Thanksgiving style where it's just one room, right? And like, or like one house and all the different family members, and you have like 5 different like subplots going on, and they're all intertwined.
Oh my
and,
God.
like
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that like
yeah.
witty kind of Neil Simon writing style.
I get you. Like just like Thanksgiving
Home
with a
for the
family.
holidays. Do you guys
Yeah.
remember Home for the Holidays? I know everyone loves planes, trains, and automobiles, but there was a movie called Home for the Holidays
I don't
that
have
was
any idea what
about
that is.
coming
What is
back for
that?
Thanksgiving. her teenage daughter didn't want to come, so she went alone. And then
Is that a Hallmark movie?
no, it isn't a fucking Hallmark movie, man.
I don't believe you. I'm gonna look it up.
Home for the Holidays is what it's called. 96, maybe.
95. Holy shit.
I
Good
remember that.
memory.
Wow.
I don't.
And it has
Neither
famous
do
stars.
I.
It has fucking what's his name? Iron Man's in it.
Oh yeah, it's got that guy from that movie who did that thing.
Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ. That's right.
Iron Man's in that shit, man. It's good.
Victor Von Doom.
It's a Roku.
Victor Von Doom.
Yeah, man. Oh, and Dylan McDermott. I love that guy.
Not to be confused with Dermot McDillon.
That's right. That's right. I love that they've played into that. It cracks me up, the two of them now. That's great.
But the female lead, and it's good too. What is the female lead?
Who is
Holly
the female
Hunter?
lead? Yeah, women are still people. Who?
Who is that? She looks familiar. What else has she been in?
Oh, I
Holly
just
Hunter?
fucking crapped out completely.
Holly Hunter. I don't know.
Wasn't she in
13.
No,
Copycat,
it was a TV
The
show with
Firm.
Paul
Mad
Rice.
About You
Yeah,
and Twister,
Yeah.
the original Twister movie.
yeah. She's in the original
Ah,
Twister.
yes. That's where I know her from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Tom Hanks Castaway movie. She was his wife before he got stuck on the island and met Wilson.
Wife, ex-wife, soon to be wife.
And then she got remarried when he came back. Or was remarried when he came back.
The Discord guys put a whole set list together, and I forgot to write it down, and now I can't remember what we were supposed to talk about.
Llama,
Look
can
at your
I
phone
ask
on
a
you, you can scroll
question?
and find it. Let's see.
Llama, what are the answers to your skeet the other day? Because I was a little unsure how to answer it.
That's why you needed to pay attention to the text thread, because I was super confused as well. But Tim got it perfectly and made me understand it, because I thought Llama was like asking for a set list for it, but then what he wanted was in each number was to have a song.
Each
that
song
matched-
had a theme. Yeah,
right.
Let's
And
do
each
that. I'll
number-
do that.
Yeah,
Kev
okay,
is-
Let me pull it up.
So somebody's asked about your accent, Kev. It is a Baltimore accent, a Maryland Baltimore accent.
I would,
Although
suggest
I've never
watching
met
The
anyone
Wire.
from I've never met anyone in my life that has it exactly like Kev, though. It's like a very unique dialect.
I grew up about a half a mile from where the boundary of the Wire's existence was. Jamestown Court.
right.
They were low rent
Let's give
townhomes that were
context.
like just 2 rooms on one floor, 2 rooms on the second floor. You know, it was
All right. So let's
Couple
explain this
shitters.
Llama
Okay,
before we
I'll
answer,
explain it
so
really
everybody
easily, right?
understands what we're doing.
You're making a Thanksgiving fish playlist. All
Okay.
fish songs, each song has a purpose and a meaning in this playlist. So we'll start with 1 and we'll end with 8. 1.
Alright.
What fish jam do you pick to introduce your young relatives to fish? And
How
we'll say
young?
young is like 13,
That's a tough one.
like 13 to 18. So
90 a 93
Yeah.
chalk dust.
A 93 chalk dust. Okay.
I'm going with yam because if you don't like yam, there's no point in trying.
Dude, you're running people away. You're just pushing them away.
Good. Be
Good.
pushed away. If you're not getting it for yam, then what's the fucking point of trying to lure him
See,
in
you
with
guys
something
are-
else?
you
People
guys-
grow.
This is not Thanksgiving feeling here, guy. Like you're bringing it in too hard. You got to save that shit for later down the. You can't just jump start with that. What
Are
are
we
you
using
doing?
track list logic too? Because this is a playlist, like playlist logic.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I
so
don't think I
number
would
1,
start
yeah.
the playlist with yam.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're introducing your young
All
relative.
right, crowd
to this.
control.
You have to
crowd
think
control.
about that, Tim. You have to think
All
about
right,
that.
I'm
That's
sorry, Kev. I fucked up.
Well, even Kev's is a little harsh too. I mean, what'd you come with? Chalk dust? Like that's
Yeah, I
a
mean,
little.
That's an opener, though. That's an opener.
Yeah, but not for. I don't know. That's a little. That's a little
And a
harsh.
93 chalk dust is 7 minutes of just fury.
Right, but
That's an
again, you want
asset.
to
Yes.
save
Do you
that.
like that? Do you want 6 minutes of trade is playing the same 9 notes?
Oh,
over
there goes
and
P.
over, you know?
free.
What I'm picking is bouncing around the room. Young
Yeah.
cousins, young relatives. It's a great intro to Fish. It's what they're
I
about.
never got laid by throwing that song on a mixtape. I
You're
you're
wouldn't
not
You
do
going
it.
hate that
Your
song
young
because you couldn't
relatives.
seal
You're
it
not going to Thanksgiving dinner to get
Yeah.
laid, Kev.
in.
And you're introducing your young relatives to it. That's not who you're hooking up with, you cousin fucker.
Uncle fucker, Uncle fucker.
All right, go next.
Uh,
Next
all
one, Mama.
Okay, so
Wait, I
the
don't know
next
what I'm
one.
gonna go with.
Wait, I
All
thought you
right,
said
fine.
crowd control. Crowd control.
Yeah,
Good.
I'll stick with crowd.
Yeah, I think
control.
that's a good one.
Okay,
All right.
song 2 is just a jam from this year that you're thankful for,
Ooh.
Well, you said jam your thing.
or just a jam you're thankful for.
Yeah.
Can I do 2 songs?
No,
Yes,
one song.
You can do one.
No, one song. Stop asking, and then you got to do one song.
I'll do mine. Mine was the 42122 tweezer. I love that one. That's what we named the dog after. I love that jam. It's still one of my favorite fucking jams. So that's what I'm thankful for.
Kev, you can do
the
2 songs. I don't care.
The 90s. Really, I can do 2 songs because
Sure.
the Maze into Shafty from the Island Tour is my probably favorite piece of Fish music.
That works. It's 2 songs. It was one. There you go.
There you go. Good answer,
That was
Kev.
one jam. Yeah.
I like the Baker's sample. And it's not my favorite jam, but it makes me the happiest.
It's a good jam. That's what it's about. It makes you happy.
Well, because it's it's where they depart from. It was that instant when they held out that note for 4 beats, everyone in the room knew that it was it was special because they'd never done that in that spot. And that
They were going to
instant
jam it into
realization-
you.
Yeah, and it was like you knew instantaneously across the room the energy just exploded. I don't know. So that's why I like that one.
It's a good one.
Nice.
Good one. Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer all around.
So, number 3, you have hijacked the family Bluetooth. What song are you playing?
Oh,
Blank Generation by
No, it's
Richard
a Fish song.
Howell.
It's all Fish. It's all
Oh,
Fish.
it has to be a Fish song.
Yeah.
I wish
Probably
I
the
knew what
Mar-
the other ones were. Don't tell me, but I don't know if I should hold on to songs for the other 5.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
No,
But-
you gotta go with what you have in front of you.
I'll tell you what I went for this one. For this one, I went with the Mango song. Just because it's like
Oh,
a
that's funny.
weird, just kind of lighten the mood.
So
in the
it's
room.
just a song, not a specific performance.
Well,
No.
if you're picking
Yeah.
a jam, it would be a specific performance. But yeah, just a song. Yeah.
I get with
You're making a
Antelope.
playlist, Kev. Yeah.
I want Antelope
Alright.
every day of the week and twice on
Antelope in the
Sunday.
3 spot. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, what was this one? Oh, you're taking over the juke. You're
You-
taking
yeah,
over the
you- yeah.
jukebox.
You hijacked the Bluetooth.
I'm going with David Bowie.
Hmm, that's not
Good
bad.
one. Yeah.
I went with the all-time classic 10/28/16 Golden Age.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a great one. Yeah, sample would be good. All right,
Yeah.
come on, Llama. What's
Number
next?
4. All right, hurry up. Number 4 is you're going on a walk. A walk with your cool relatives.
Kev,
Does that mean to do drugs behind the house?
Yeah, pretty much.
yes, exactly.
yeah,
Kev, I chose
Oh,
my.
you're saying that I'm walking out back and I'm going to be like, let's smoke a joint and listen to one song while we do it before we head in.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm going with Emotional Rescue from Hampton, which the anniversary was the other night, because it's just long and meandering. And I think it would be a great opening point if they knew the Rolling Stones and knew the song. that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
If they knew fish, it's a whole thing. It's a
The song's
perfect,
long
I
enough
think.
you could explain it.
Yes, long enough that I could be a dad and talk over the whole thing.
Oh, is that why you do this? You treat Wook Plus like you treat your songs. You
Hey, I
talk
just
over
Shermith, we're very close here, pal. I actually chose the 8/20/96 Divided Sky because that was my first sort of love of that song, and so we're close there. Nice.
Why are
Was
you
that
guys
the
so
Red
good at
Rocks one?
this?
Are we back to Red Rocks again?
We are.
Nice.
Okay.
I picked Harry Hood.
Oh, that's
oh,
good.
I love a Harry Hood.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Number 4, or no, I'm sorry, number 5.
Wait, I didn't
The-
pick one. But I
Oh,
don't have
Yeah,
that's
one,
wait,
right.
so
what
that's
would do?
alright.
What
You
is
gotta pick
Tim
one.
like?
What's your
chopped
what's your walk time?
You're going out smoking. Fuck, I shouldn't have said anything because I don't have one. Like I
Okay.
want something that's chill, not super epic. I think like Hood and stuff that's too big for me. But I don't want something
What
like
about a
boring either.
ghost?
Ghost is
Ghost has
good.
to be the
That's
right
a good one.
crowd.
Ghost
And that's
is
a
right.
good.
Wolfman.
That's a good.
Fuck, I wish
joint.
I thought it. Why did you have to think of the best answer I'm gonna have? No, you're right. Ghost. I'm going with Ghost. That is a great
good one.
choice, actually.
All right. Number 5, you've returned from your walk, and now it's the "I'm not high" music. So you're pretending not to be high around the rest of your family. What song are you pretending not to jam to?
I'm putting on the Monday Green Secret Set.
Oh yeah, on the high. Just listen to this ambient music.
Exactly. What are you talking about?
I'm going with fuck, I just lost. Waste. I'm going with Waste because
Waste is a good one.
you could like it's there's like emotion and things and you'd be like it's a safe bet. I'm going with Waste.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
vamp off of what Tim said and go with playing the Billy Breeze album.
Yeah, there you go. Like the whole album.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it in one before everyone starts cutting the turkey, and next thing you know, they're like grooving to Bliss or something.
Ironically, Billy Breathe would actually have been what I had in my mind for like a good smoking song. Was like a chill.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
good one.
That's a good choice. Time turns to last. I'm not high. Listen to Time turns to
Yeah,
last.
here, I'm not high. Check this out.
Wave to all the people.
It's the orchestral version. It's cool.
It's dessert time. So what jam are you listening to while you're stuffing your face full of pumpkin pie, apple pie, cheesecake, whatever the fuck you eat?
Can we get cookies?
Is this the
Whatever the fuck
penultimate-
you eat, Kev.
Is this the penultimate one?
No,
Alright.
there's 2 more
Next
after
one
this. Yeah, the next one's your
So a
penultimate.
dessert song,
Yeah,
and it
what's
has
your
to be a
dessert
fish
song?
song.
yeah, it's a fish playlist, man.
I'm gonna do "What's the Use."
Okay.
What's the logic there? Just curious.
Because you're fat and you're just like shoving your face with pie because it's the last course of the night and you really don't
Okay.
want it. But there's fresh
No.
whipped cream, and you're like, fresh whipped cream, I can't pass up.
I picked Kill Devil Falls for the same reason, right? You know you're making a mistake, but you learned your lesson, so you do it again.
I'm gonna go with Sugar Shack.
Ooh,
There you
dessert.
go.
Very, very, very
Yeah.
desserty of you.
I'm going right on the nose with this one.
I'm rocking the house and I'm doing the 10/21/95 Highway to Hell.
Nice.
I like that you have specific versions.
Yes.
I've never been good at that.
He looked ahead.
It's very
I didn't
I-
understand the assignment.
Yes, well, after
That's
Tim
all right.
explained it to me, I did a little research and made sure I did it proper for Llama. So
So number 7 is the penultimate one.
Thank you.
The conversation has now turned to politics and you just want to drown it out. So what fish song are you blasting?
Creamy.
Same.
Big black furry creatures from Mars.
Okay.
Or fuck your
Uh,
face.
there you go. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I did the split open and melt from Dick's last year.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
The one that got really nasty and crazy and broke through the time barrier with the lights.
Nice.
I got to prep myself for tomorrow. I just thought about that. I'm gonna be with mixed family,
If
mixed
if
political family. Yeah.
if anybody wants to call in, should we drop that number?
Wait, Llama has one more of these. It's the last
Yeah,
one.
last one. It's the end of the night. You're just hanging with your cool cousins now. All bets are off. Well, what are you playing?
Now is when you break out the Mondegreen set.
No, I broke out.
I'm doing a fluff head.
Oh, there. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
This is where I would bring Hood. I would save Hood for this.
Oh.
Okay.
I did
Yeah.
the 10-16-21 Carini encore from San Francisco.
Nice. That's a good one.
Oh fuck yeah,
Let
Sherman.
me ask you something, T. How
Yes.
many of the songs that you chose did you see in real life? I figured you'd be like all of them.
I feel no, out of 8, I think probably 4 of them.
Okay,
five.
there you go.
Nice.
That's not that much bias.
Yeah. But it's also easy
Appropriate
conversation
amount.
to be like, I was at this show, listen to this one, if you're
Yeah.
talking like at the table and things. So like people kind of get into it a little more. So
For sure.
I love this hypothetical, Llama, but
It's over.
yeah, but I feel like I can never play Fish for My Family at this point. I feel like that's
Nah,
right.
there's no
That's-
point.
No.
It was always weird. I always wanted to play the Grateful Dead for my mother. This song really says what I'm feeling. I never listened to a Fish song and said my mother will understand this and let me play it for her. to
Well, I
express
don't go
what I
to
am.
like make my family
think-
happy. I just go to show them new shit.
I think
Yeah.
especially old Fish, Kev, you can't really do that with. There's some newer songs that I think you could play for
Yeah.
your family now, and they might
Listen to
dig.
this song Way. I really am like
Yeah,
resonating
exactly.
with it.
I think you could play Tim's favorite, like Evolve, and be like, check out this groovy little tune.
Hello
Mom."
Jets would be a nice one.
Yeah, totally. I think there's
Fish is a
few.
weird band.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I throw out a Neil Young minute?
Neil Young Minute. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
For the fact
Yeah,
that
man.
he was in the last waltz. Apparently, when they filmed him, there was so much cocaine on his nose, they had to go through and edit it frame by frame to remove the cocaine from his nose before they released the movie. And it was the first time that frame by frame editing was ever done on a large scale for the
To
whole
erase
Helpless
something.
song.
Out of it. Digitally edit cocaine out of Neil's nose.
And
I
that
wonder
is
if
your
the
Neil
editor
Young
that
minute.
was do.
Okay.
I wonder if that editor wished he had cocaine to get through all that.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder if Scorsese will ever release the Snyder cut and leave the cocaine in.
And leave the cocaine in. There were apparently like boulders hanging out. They had to like. Oh boy, good for you,
Amazing.
Neil.
All right, guys,
Well-
we're gonna call it because we're gonna have a movie night over on the Discord. The link
Go
is in
watch
the
the movie.
description. And we appreciate all of you. We are grateful for you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
everybody. We'll see you
Thanksgiving.
next
Love
week.
you guys. Love.
Happy Thanksgiving. Another year, another Wooksgiving.
I
join
think
the
this is
Discord.
our fourth or fifth one.
Yeah. Go join the Discord. Let's watch a movie. We're gonna do this more often. This is the first
What
one.
movie are we watching?
The inaugural movie night.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
With John Candy?
Yeah, don't you look at our skeets, man? Come on.
Fuck
Steve
yeah.
Martin. That's the one.
Here comes MC Roach. MC Roach. MC,
MC
Roach.
Roach. MC Roach.